Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. We're going to continue to learn about the life of Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, but we're going to pivot to an excerpt from a different book today. This is the book Our Legends, which documents the lives of many Islamic thinkers of the past by Mufti Abdul Wahab, Wahid, and Mustafa Rashid. And this excerpt is one of the more noteworthy incidents that highlights the knowledge and the intelligence of Imam Abu Hanifa when he was interacting with people around him. So from the excerpt, we learned that once there was a Christian polemicist from Byzantine that came to the Muslim lands, and he joined an assembly of Muslim scholars, so senior Muslim scholars. The man posed them 3 questions. 1, towards where is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala facing? Number 2, what was before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And number 3, what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doing right now? And this is interesting because it's many of the same questions you hear now. This was a very long time ago, but right now you hear a lot of secular and atheist thinkers asking the very same questions. What was before Allah? Where is Allah? And so, interestingly, the Muslim scholars at that time were also stumped by these questions. They didn't quite know how to respond to them. At a loss on how to respond, a young scholar by the name of Imam Abu Hanifa requested to them whether he could respond on their behalf. And so he was granted the request. And on the first question, Imam Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah, he lit a candle and asked the Roman questioner towards what direction is the candle facing. And so which direction are these flames of a candle going? The man said that the light of the candle was not pointing to any particular direction. Imam Abu Hanifa then responded that this was similar to the all-encompassing reach of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot limit it to a particular direction. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Surah Rahman, Rabbul Mashriqaini wa Rabbul Maghribain, that He is the Lord of the Easts and the Wests. You cannot limit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to any direction. On the second question, Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah asked the Christian polemicist to count from 10 to 1. When he reached the number 1, Abu Hanifa asked him to continue, at which point the man said he could not continue. Imam Abu Hanifa then said to him, there is no before to Allah, just like this exercise you just did, for He is the first and the last, the outwardly manifest and the inwardly hidden. Meaning you can't anthropomorphize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and try to limit Him to the dunya that we see around us. What we see around us, the colors, the things, these are not things that Allah is limited to. Allah is above all of these things that He Himself has created. Before answering the final question, the third question, which was, again, what is Allah doing right now? The man asked. Imam Abu Hanifa requested that the Christian polemicist would join him on the stage, and then had the questioner sit beside him. The inquirer obliged, so he did so, and then Imam Abu Hanifa responded to him by saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is currently disgracing the inquirer and giving the upper hand to his opponent who is defending his deen.